Hello my friends of Dairy News in Russia. I am Marcelo Carvalho from Milk Point in Brazil, and I was asked to talk a little bit about the dairy situation in Brazil and the world. So let's see. Well, first question is if 2016 was a successful year for the dairy industry. I'm gonna talk about Brazil first. It was a quite strange year for Brazilian dairy industry, because we had a shortage of milk, which is something quite unusual for our past development, and due to that we had a massive increase in prices during mid-year. In fact, Brazilian dairy farmers got a price of over 50 cents of US dollar per liter of milk, which is quite high. But that lasts for just a few months, and then prices went down, and now it is again around 30 cents. We had massive increases in imports. We imported about 80% of our consumption, which is way above the regular amount, that is around 3 to 4% of our domestic consumption. So it was a quite volatile year for the dairy industry in Brazil. And we also have a deep economic crisis, 2 years in a row of 3 to 4% fall in gross domestic product, which is really unusual to Brazilian economy, and with some political crisis that is affecting the dairy situation. So it was not a very easy year, and hopefully we're gonna have a better year in 2017. Regarding the world dairy market, it was a challenging year also, with a long period of low prices due to reduction in imports from China, and a surplus of milk in many places, especially in Europe, and good production in US also, and a good amount of stocks in the US and United States, so and Europe, sorry. So we had prices below $2,500 per ton of WNP, which is not enough for most of the players, and we also had low prices in 2015. So we had a large period of time with very low prices, and this of course harms the profitability of the dairy farmers and companies and so on. Now we're finishing the year with a much better situation, and hopefully this will last for 2017. So it was not a very good year. It was a challenging year for the dairy industry worldwide. Well, what opportunities could you mention in 2016? What happened in 2016? Well, Brazil has 206 million inhabitants, so it's a large country in terms of people, and with a lot of diversity in terms of income and wealth state. I mean, some people are rich, some people are middle class, and some people are poor. So what we saw in 2016 was a reduction in food service markets. So people were not going to restaurants as they used to do. So they started to buy more in-home. So they started to buy more products to consume and to produce foods, to cook foods in the home. So that was a trend. Also, cash and carry formats have a significant growth, where people would pay less and buy in larger amounts. So cash and carry are really growing in a crisis environment. And also there is a good market for niche products and for high-end products. So if you take, for example, craft beer have grown a lot in 2016. It's expensive, and there's a lot of people that want to buy this product. So you have both sides: high-end products, niche products, value-added products growing a lot, and low-cost products and low-cost formats growing a lot. Those that are in the middle have really suffered. So, which is the majority of companies that have, you know, average products that are not either premium and not very cheap. Okay. The results of my company in 2016, it was a quite challenging year for us, but we still managed to grow about 10%, which is great. We had two major achievements in 2016. The first one was the Dairy Vision 2016 meeting, which is a meeting that we do in partnership with Zenith International, a British company, and that put together a lot of speakers, high quality speakers from all over the world, and with an audience composed of executives, CEOs, owners of companies, and high-level management staff to discuss strategy, market trends, innovation, and regulation, and other important aspects. And that was held in Curitiba city in Paraná, and it was a large success with a lot of audience and sponsors, so we're very happy together with Zenith to promote this meeting. Also, we launched a Milk Point Radar, which is an app for dairy farmers to share price, volume, and quality, milk quality information in the beginning. Then we're going to put other information, and so they know how they are in the marketplace. Brazil is not a regulated market, so we have a very large difference in terms of prices, not only between regions of the country, but within the same region, depending on the volume produced, quality, influence, and so on. So we had we are monitoring about 1.2 million liters per day in the system. It's a free system, but it's going to generate a lot of information for our market consulting service. So we're very proud and very happy with this outcome in 2016. 2017, hopefully, we're going to have a little bit better year for the dairy industry, because international prices are higher, so imports might be, should be lower than what happened in 2016. Also, grain prices, especially corn, should be in Brazil lower than 2016, about 20% lower, so profitability will be much higher for the dairy farmer, and we are projecting a more stable year compared to 2016. Hopefully the economy will also start to grow a little bit, and so consumption will recover at some extent. So let's be optimistic about 2017. So in 2017, we'll continue to develop the Milk Point Radar. We'll also launch a new online training platform called EducaPoint, which will be accessed through a subscription, and where farmers and veterinarians, agronomists, and so on will have access to hundreds of online courses recorded in farms and in studios and universities and so on, with a variety of agricultural courses. So we're very optimistic about the service, and also to develop our consulting services in terms of Milk Point website, Milk Point Mercado, which is our market intelligence service, and Milk Point Radar. Also, we're going to have the Dairy Vision 2017, probably in the end of September. Hopefully we can have some friends from Russia in this meeting. So thank you very much. I wish you a very successful 2017. Bye bye.